Hello friend, welcome to my video blog. It's tea time with Alex. And if you just found my video for the first time or watching this for the first time or you haven't seen my videos in a while, I'd like to have these casual conversations with you where I share some things that are happening currently, either with my life or the life of a client, challenge I'm going through or my clients are going through, because I know you can relate. Maybe because you might be going through something similar or somebody in your family is. So today I want to talk about fear. How do we go from a state of fear to fearless? Let me first define fear in this context. How do we know we're in a place of fear? We experience fear. I use a chart in my practice that goes from fear, zone of survival, to zone of genius here. So you can see survival, which is basically fear, to a zone of genius, which is your zone of creation, your zone of thriving. So when we are in a survival zone, basically in a place of fear, this is how you experience fear. Most of us experience fear every day. We get tired easily. I had a couple of days this week that I was so tired and I didn't know why. I eat well, I sleep well, I have a great family, I have a business that I love, but I was tired. So that was one sign. You have brain fog. I couldn't create. I was in a place of low confidence, like having self-doubt about myself and my potential of grow the business. And we all experience that, especially as an entrepreneur. Being an entrepreneur is definitely a spiritual journey, and like many things in life. My energy was low. So you can experience fear in many ways. I have here my list. You can have brain fog, poor health, depression, anxiety, overwhelm, feelings of guilt and shame, loneliness, isolation, blaming, so on. If you're in that state, in that emotional state, you know in your survival zone. So the opposite of that is the creation, is the zone of genius, where we experience joy. We positive, we creative, we inspired, we happy, we connect more, and the list goes on. So that's the difference, going from fear to fearless, basically, go survival to thriving. So that's clear. And let's face it, I can assume that we all have one thing in common. We all want happiness, health, and wealth. And some people are like, well, I don't care about money. Think of wealth, whatever you define as wealth, whatever you need in order to create and to enjoy the life you want with your family. We need to embrace, yes, I want wealth because I want to travel. I want to take 3 weeks off next year and go to Africa. I want to see my mother more, and therefore I am working to create wealth because it gives me more choices. So can we agree that we all want those three things? Health, happiness, and wealth. Well, in order to create those three things, three very important things in our lives, we need to be in our zone of genius because they are interconnected. Happiness, it's about progress. Happiness is about sharing your gifts, your talents with the world, and serving your community, serving your family, serving people, like coaching in any way you want. You're serving. You are given time and energy to enhance people's life. People outside yourself. That's happiness. Being healthy is part of being happy. If you don't have your health, if you don't have your energy, if you don't have vitality to create the life you want, that will affect your happiness. Money affects our happiness. Wealth affects our happiness. If you worry every month how you're going to pay the mortgage, how you're going to afford private school or the proper health care for your family, that affects our happiness. So it's all connected. So we need to be creative. We need to be inspired in order to have daily habits to create happiness, health, and wealth. That's all about daily habits, what we choose to do every single day. So for zone of survival, we don't create that. So we need to acquire and implement, apply tactics, strategies every single day when we are in that place of fear. I was in that place a couple of days ago and I was so tired. For 2 days I felt so tired. I didn't know why. And then I'm like, my fear snuck in. even though I practice these things every single day, I'm nobody special. I'm just like you, just like my clients. I experience self-doubt, insecurities at times because I have some past emotional memory in my body that if I don't choose my focus, if I don't choose my actions, don't choose what I'm going to really concentrate on, where I put my attention on, then that past sneaks in. And I'm slowly changing that and teaching my clients how to change that, because the old programming can really sneak in even when we are reprogramming our brain to be in that thriving zone. So you need a strategy to elevate your emotional state. That's what brings you from survival to thriving. You need to elevate your emotional state to be in that state as what would happen if you had today what you wanted. Like, I want a house on the beach, maybe in the Caribbean somewhere, and I want a boat. That's what I want. And every morning when I go to my gratitude prayer, gratitude meditation, I put myself in that state. How would I feel today if I had a beach house and a boat? And I instantly elevate my emotions. That's one strategy that I use, and there are many other strategies that I teach my clients and I apply to myself. But you need to have a strategy and be aware. It takes awareness. Like I said, I teach this stuff. I read books about neuroscience, emotions, how to reprogram brain every single day. I read a book a week, and this still gets me because it's my, you can call it the shadow. You can call or lower self, whatever you call, my inner child, whatever you call it, that deepest fear, it comes back. And go from fear to fearless has nothing to do about the absence of fear, because that's impossible. Fearless is an attitude. I have a chapter in my book about that. Fearless is an attitude that you move through fear no matter what. You just don't let fear stop you. So I hope this helps you. Be aware of your body language. Your body will always tell when you're in that state. So what I love about the times I'm challenged with this is that I get more and more aware. My awareness muscle gets stronger. And I catch myself more quickly, instead of like now that I was for 2 days in that state. I'm sure if that feeling comes back next week, that I'm going to be there maybe for 2-3 hours, because I'm now, here I am in that lower emotional state that kills our joy, our creativity, or inspiration. And we can absolutely live in that state every single day and experience some moments, sometimes with disappointment, frustration, anger. That's normal, that's being human. But we don't have to live there, because living there creates suffering, and suffering is a choice. Pain is inevitable, but suffering is a choice. I talked about this before. So if you want to learn more about how to go from fear to fearless, you ready to have a conversation on me, go to the link below this video and schedule a strategy call, how to 10x your energy. Because this is the thing, authentic energy is a marker of happiness. It's a marker of health. It's a marker that tells us how we're doing, if we are in an elevated emotional state, if we are in the right track, where we become a major attractor, a major creator of happiness, health, and success. So if you're ready to have a conversation, click the link below, get on my schedule right now, and let's see how you can go from surviving to genius. Thank you so much, and I talk to you very soon.